Let us plot the line graph for the given data. What is given? It is the data related with how much liter petrol costs. For if we are purchasing 10 liter petrol, it costs 500 rupees. If we are purchasing 15 liter petrol, then it costs 750 rupees. If we are purchasing 20 liter petrol, then it is 1000 rupees. And if we are purchasing 25 liter petrol, then it costs 1250 rupees. Now let us represent this on the graph paper as a line graph. First we'll draw the x and y axis. Now here all the points that we are going to plot here have the positive coordinates. If I consider this data as x data, this data as x, and this data, if I plot this data on y, then every data represent a point on the graph paper. For example, this combination will give a point 10, 500, where 10 is the x coordinate and 500 is the y coordinate. Let us write properly. 10, 500. So this is the point representing this data. Similarly, for this we have the point 15, 750. 15 is on x-axis and 750 on y-axis. This point is 20, 1000. One more thing that we have to discuss here, some numbers are too small and some numbers are too large. Accordingly, we have to choose the scale. I am plotting 10, 15, 20, 25 on x-axis, whereas 500, 750, 1000 to 1250 on y-axis. Let us draw the x-axis and y-axis. Let us select the origin first. I am selecting this point as the origin. This is the origin for us. Origin is selected as the intersection of any two dark line on the graph paper. So this is the origin. Draw the x-axis first, horizontal axis. Draw the vertical axis. Put the arrows. I have kept the origin here because my all coordinates are positive. That means all the data is in the first quadrant. This is first quadrant. So my line graph is in the first quadrant. Now the most crucial issue, that is the selection of scale. I am considering 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. How many centimeters are available? Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is lot of space on the x-axis. So I can choose 2 centimeter is equal to 10. So if I select this, then this will be 10. After again 2 centimeter it will be 20. After again 2 centimeter it will be 30. And after again 2 centimeter it will be 40. Now when I am considering 2 centimeter as 10, so scale on x-axis, 2 centimeter is equal to 10 units or 10 liter. So equivalently it is written as 1 centimeter is equal to 5 liter. 1 centimeter is equal to 5 liter. Because my data is comfortably adjusted here. Now I have to plot 500, 750, 1000 and 1250. Now how many centimeters are available here on vertically? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, approximately 9 centimeter. If I consider this as 100, then it will be 900. I have to plot 1250. So I consider the proper scale will be, I consider every point as 200. So it will be 200. 1 centimeter is equal to 200. Then it is 400. Then 600. Then 800. Then 1000. Then 1200 and 1400. So it depends, the scale depends on how much centimeters are available on your axis and how much big data you have to plot. So you have to think about these two numbers, the larger numbers, and how many centimeters are available. So accordingly, this is 200, this is 400, 600, then this is 800, this is 1000, this is 1200, and this is 1400. Now I have to plot 10, 500. First you have to travel along x-axis 10, then you have to travel along 500. 500 will be between 400 and 600. So 500 is here. So this is the 500, exactly between 600 and 400. So my first point is here. And it represents, I name it as A point. It is not necessary to label the points 10, 500. Let us plot 15, 750. 15 will be between 10 and 20. So 15, first you have to travel along x-axis 15, then 750. 750 is between 700. 700 is here. This is 700. This is 700. And somewhere here it will be 750. So 15, 750. First I have to travel along x-axis 15. Then I have to travel along y-axis 750. 750 is somewhere here. So my second point is here. I am drawing with black color. This is B point. This is A point. 15, 750. Now the C point, 20, 1000. 20 is here. First I have to travel along x-axis 20. Then I have to travel along 1000 on y-axis. So here it is, C point, 20, 1000. C point, 20, 1000. The D point, 20, 1250. Sorry, 25, 1250. Let us draw with blue color. First you have to travel along x-axis 25. 25 will be between 20 and 30. So it is 25. And then I have to travel till 1250. Now where will be the 1250? 1250 is between 1200 and 1300. So 1300 is between 1400 and 1200, and 1250 will be again between 1300 and 1200. So first I have to travel along x-axis 25 units, then I have to travel along till 1250. 1250 is somewhere here. So this point is D, which coordinates is 25, 1250. So we got all 4 points. Let us draw with black color. 1250 is here. (25, 1250) D point. Now while plotting the point, draw the point and draw the circle. Now you can see all 4 points are drawn. Now you just have to join the points. So this is first, and this is second, this is second, third. So you got the line graph as a dark line. Let us draw with different color. Actually it is a straight line, completely straight line, because all 4 points are on the same straight line. So such graph where all 4 points are on the same straight line, it is called linear graph. So it is called linear graph. This is called linear graph. Linear graph means all the points on the graph are on the same straight line. But it is not necessary. You may get the graph like this. For example, 2 points will be joined like this. Second 2 points may be joined like this. So this is not a linear graph. Not a linear graph. Or we can say non-linear graph. So in this way, we have to plot the points, choose the scale, plot the points, join the points to get the appropriate graph. The line graph may be linear graph if all the points are on the same straight line, or all the line segment will be, that means all the points may not be on the same straight line like this. Then such graph is known as non-linear graph. Thank you friends, thank you students.